Welcome to this session. In this video lecture, we will discuss about the topic reproduction and life cycle of earthworms. In the previous video lectures, we have discussed that earthworms are hermaphrodites, which means that they are not gonochoric or their sexes are united, isn't it? That means in a single earthworm, you can find both the male as well as female gametes or female sex organs. Both the male and female sex organs resides in the same individual. Such kind of organisms are called hermaphrodites. So earthworm is one such kind of organism in which you can find both the female as well as male sex organs residing in the same earthworm. Okay, so you may think that there is a chance for self fertilization, but in case of earthworm, that is not the rule. Always earthworms prefer cross fertilization. Okay, so here I have provided a diagram depicting the cross fertilization occurring in earthworms. Here you can find an earthworm, and this is the second earthworm. Okay, so what happens here is they are exchanging their gametes. Both the male and female gametes are exchanged between the two earthworms, and this process is called cross fertilization. Okay, so what happens after cross fertilization is always a fertilized ova is produced. Clear? So before that, you have to know that earthworm has got two different life stages. That is, one stage is clitellar stage, and the second stage is aclitellar stage. Clear? That is, first stage is clitellar stage, and second one is aclitellar stage. That means in the clitellar stage, the earthworm has got a well-formed clitellum. Okay, clitellum is a special region, or they can be found in special segments, and clitellum is a glandular region, or clitellum can be seen only during the mature stage of an earthworm. Clear? So all the mature earthworm have got clitellum, and all the immature or juvenile earthworm you cannot find the clitellum, or it is called the aclitellar stage. Okay, so all the juveniles earthworms have got aclitellar stage, and when it comes mature, or when it becomes mature, it will enter in the clitellar stage. Okay, so always the earthworms in the clitellar stage undergo the cross fertilization, or they starts to fertilize, or that means they start for or they initiate the process of reproduction only during the clitellar stage. Clear? So these two are two mature earthworms in its clitellar stage undergoing cross fertilization. Okay, so after cross fertilization, they start producing fertilized ova. Okay, so I will show the clitellum. Here you can find the clitellum of an earthworm, and these are the segmented region. Clitellum is actually a non-segmental region of earthworm, and another unique feature of this clitellum is actually glandular. They start secreting some enzymes in this clitellar region during its mature stage. Clear? So, the after undergoing the cross fertilization, the fertilized ova is produced, and this fertilized ova is actually contained in the cocoons. Clear? Here, this is the cocoon. Inside the cocoon, you can find the fertilized ova. Okay, so you may think that from where does this cocoon comes from? Actually, cocoon arises from this clitellum. Clear? The clitellum gets condensed to form this cocoon. Okay, so actually what happens here is after cross fertilization, the fertilized ova is produced, and the clitellum will become mature or fully grown, and the earthworm starts to slide over the clitellum, and they shed the cocoon here. Clear? Understand? So the fertilized ova are contained in the cocoons. Okay, these are cocoons. Inside this fertilized ova is present, and the cocoons are produced from the clitella. Clear? And the embryonic development takes place within the cocoon. So I have told you that inside the cocoon there is fertilized ova, and after what happens here is it starts to complete its embryonic development. Here I have provided the figure of a cocoon. Okay, inside the cocoon you can see a small earthworm which is actually undergoing its embryonic development. Okay, this is the very juvenile, it is in its juvenile phase, undergoing its embryonic development. Okay, so the embryonic development takes place within this cocoon, and a fully formed juvenile hatch out of this cocoon by piercing the cocoon wall. Okay, so I will show another diagram. Here you can find the cocoon, and one very small or juvenile newly hatched earthworm is piercing out the cocoon wall. Okay, here is a beautiful diagram. Uh, this is the cocoon, and from it, what happens? A fully formed juvenile earthworm is coming out of it. Clear? And actually, this juvenile earthworm doesn't possess a mature clitella, and this stage is called a eclitella stage, or it doesn't have a distinct clitella. Okay, so the juvenile then grow in size and become eclitellate stage, that is without clitella. And after after a certain period, or during its active breeding period, a glandular clitellum develop around specific segments of their body, and this is called the clitellate stage, which produce the cocoon. Clear? And in case of a fully grown worm, its length may be at an average, that is 20 to 30 centimeter. It has got 20 to 30 centimeter of length, and the largest earthworm has got the length of 3 meters, and it is an Australian earthworm which is called Mega Scolites australis. Okay, its name is Mega Scolites australis. That is the largest earthworm, which is an Australian earthworm, and it has got the size of up to 3 meters. Okay, so I will uh, here you can find the life cycle of earthworm. Actually, from a single cocoon, after its maturation, or after 2 weeks of time period, from a single cocoon there hatches the juveniles. Okay, so the juveniles are hatched from this cocoon, and after a period of 4 weeks, the juveniles will get matured, or it forms a mature earthworm, or it will enter in its clitellar stage. Here you can find the clitellum. Okay, and after the maturation, then they will undergo cross fertilization, or cross fertilization is the main reproductive method, and after mating they start producing cocoons. Okay, and the cycle goes on. So that's all about the reproduction and the life cycle of earthworm. Thank you.